So today's topic, if you have a pen and pencil, that would be better with a paper so that you can note down what is being taught. So today's topic, if you see, is DNA manipulative enzymes. So what about its introduction? So all DNA manipulation techniques, which means the DNA modifying techniques, make use of purified enzymes. Within the cells, these enzymes participate in essential processes such as DNA replication and transcription, breakdown of unwanted or foreign DNA, for example, invading virus DNA, repair the mutated DNA, and recombination between different DNA molecules. So where are these enzymes available? These enzymes are available within the body. It has a normal functioning in replication, transcription, breakdown of unwanted viral particle, repair of the mutated DNA, and of course what is called as recombination. After purification from cell extracts, many of these enzymes can be persuaded to carry out their natural reaction. So after we remove that enzyme from the cell extract, it will also have the same function in vitro in the laboratory condition or something closely related to them under artificial conditions. I repeat, after purification from cell extracts, many of these enzymes can be persuaded to carry out their natural reactions or something closely related to them under artificial conditions. Although these enzymatic reactions are often straightforward, most are absolutely impossible to perform by standard chemical methods. There are so many chemical methods available, but these enzymes will have an equivalent role. It is no way possible with chemical method. That is why it becomes essential to isolate these enzymes in purified form and then use it in an in vitro condition in the laboratory. Purified enzymes are therefore crucial to genetic engineering, and an important industry has sprung up around their preparation, characterization, and marketing. Commercial suppliers of high purity enzymes provide an essential service to the molecular biologist. I repeat this slide. All DNA manipulative techniques make use of purified enzymes. Within the cell, these enzymes participate in essential processes such as DNA replication and transcription, breakdown of unwanted or foreign DNA, repair of mutated DNA, and recombination between different DNA molecules. After purification from cell extract, many of these enzymes can be persuaded to carry out their natural reactions or something closely related to them under artificial conditions. Although these enzymatic reactions are often straightforward, most are absolutely impossible to perform by standard chemical methods. Purified enzymes are therefore crucial to genetic engineering, and an important industry has sprung up around their preparation, characterization, and marketing. Commercial suppliers of high purity enzyme provide an essential service to the molecular biologists. So what are the range of DNA manipulated enzymes? A 2-mark question. They will ask you, list out the range of DNA manipulated enzymes. DNA manipulated enzymes can be grouped into 4 broad classes depending on the type of reaction they catalyze. The first one we have is the nucleases, which are enzymes that cut, shorten, or degrade nucleic acid molecules. Ligase is the second enzyme which aids in joining the nucleic acid molecules together. Polymerases makes copies of molecules of the DNA molecules, and modifying enzymes, they remove or add chemical groups. So individually we will see all these in greater detail, but to list out the DNA manipulative enzymes, it depends on the type of reaction they catalyze into 4 different classes: the nucleases, ligases, polymerases, and of course DNA modifying enzymes. So nucleases are enzymes that cut, shorten, or degrade nucleic acid molecules. Ligases are those enzymes that joins nucleic acid molecules together by the phenomenon called ligation, or I can also tell you a formation of phosphodiester bond between the DNA molecule. Polymerases are enzymes that makes copies of DNA molecule. or nucleic acid molecule. So we also have something called as RNA polymerase, which makes copy of RNA molecule. So here we are mainly talking about DNA manipulative enzymes. So polymerases, DNA polymerases make copies of DNA molecule, and modifying enzymes, DNA modifying enzymes either remove or add chemical groups. So 4 enzymes remain as DNA manipulative enzymes: the nucleases, ligases, polymerases, and of course DNA modifying classes of enzymes. So what are polymerases? So all the topics, if you see, are of 5-mark importance. Polymerases. DNA polymerases are enzyme that synthesizes a new strand of DNA complementary to an existing DNA or an RNA template. So polymerases, in case if it is a DNA polymerase, the template will be DNA. RNA polymerase, the template would be RNA molecule. So DNA polymerases are enzymes that synthesize a new strand of DNA complementary to an existing DNA or an RNA template. I believe you studied last year in the second year what is replication fork. You have a leading and a lagging strand. From the leading strand or a lagging strand, the replication starts from 5', 3' direction, where DNA polymerase comes into function of making copies of the complementary DNA. There are 3 types of DNA polymerases which are routinely used in genetic engineering. DNA polymerase 1, Klienow polymerase, or you call it as Klienow fragment, and of course the enzyme reverse transcriptase. So I repeat, polymerases, DNA polymerases are enzymes that synthesize a new strand of DNA complementary to an existing DNA or an RNA template. 3 types of DNA polymerases are routinely used in genetic engineering. DNA polymerase 1, Klienow polymerase or Klienow fragment, and of course we have an enzyme reverse transcriptase. And in case if the DNA polymerase has to function, mostly they function with a double-stranded DNA molecule. So most polymerases can function only if the template possesses a double-stranded region that acts as a primer for initiation of polymerization. So to initiate polymerization, you have to go in with unwinding of double-stranded DNA molecule. So most polymerases can function only if the template possesses a double-stranded region that acts as a primer for initiation of polymerization. So what you need to remember is there are 3 different types of DNA polymerase which are routinely used in genetic engineering. DNA polymerase 1, Klienow polymerase or Klienow fragment, and of course reverse transcriptase. All these enzymes, if you see, can synthesize a new strand of DNA molecule complementary to an existing DNA or an RNA template. If you see this picture, you will very well understand. So from the left to the right, if you go, the blue one, if you see, is a double-stranded DNA molecule. So there is unwinding that takes place. Unwinding usually is carried out by 2 different enzymes. We have helicase and topoisomerase that can bring about. Of course, there is one more enzyme, gyrases, that also brings about unwinding of the molecule. There is synthesis of the new strand, which is depicted in brown in color. Both the strands act as a parent strand. So according to that, only we are synthesizing complementary strand. Randu strand it will act as parent strand to synthesize new. That is why it is called a semi-conservative replication, because 2 strand acts as a template parent strand. So the brown region, if you see, the brown colored strand is the newly synthesized strand, and this synthesis is carried out with the help of enzyme DNA polymerase. So now we will go in greater detail with DNA polymerase 1. DNA polymerase 1 is the first enzyme that is usually prepared from Escherichia coli. So it is what is called as isolated or obtained from Escherichia coli that can be used in vitro. This enzyme attaches to a single-stranded region or a nick in a mainly double-stranded DNA molecule and then synthesizes a complementary new strand, degrading the existing strand as it proceeds. So actually what happens with DNA polymerase 1 is these enzyme has 2 activities. Number 1 is polymerization. Number 2 is degradation, DNA degradation. What you would have studied as proofreading activity. Proofread பண்ணிட்டே போ ஒரு strand synthesize பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கும்போது அதுக்கு அப்புறம் இருக்கக்கூடிய DNA-வை உடைச்சு புது DNA புது nucleotides ஆட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டே போகும். That is what is called as proofreading activity. In case if there is any mismatch, it will match the correct path of the nucleotide. So DNA polymerase 1 is an enzyme that has dual activity. One is DNA polymerization, number 2 is DNA degradation. I repeat the sentence. This enzyme attaches to a short single-stranded region or nick in a mainly double-stranded DNA molecule and then synthesizes a complementary new strand, degrading the existing strand as it proceeds. DNA polymerase 1 is therefore an example of an enzyme with a dual activity. So two function, DNA polymerization and of course DNA degradation. So I repeat the slide. The first DNA polymerase 1 isolated or obtained from Escherichia coli. This enzyme attaches to a short single-stranded region in a mainly double-stranded DNA molecule and then synthesizes a complementary new strand, degrading the existing strand as it proceeds. DNA polymerase 1 is therefore an example of an enzyme with a dual activity, that is DNA polymerization and DNA degradation. So this picture will very clearly tell you what is the one function of DNA polymerase enzyme. So you have chromosome come from the left to the right. So left down, if you see, you have 4 different colors: red, yellow, what is called as green and blue. Adenine, thymine, guanine and cytosine is mentioned over there. So that is nucleotide bases. You start on the top left, the chromosome. From the chromosome, you have something called as DNA template, original DNA template. So you have a double-stranded DNA molecule. As you come along, there is mentioned the enzyme helicase. So helicase is an enzyme central mentioned pannirpaanga. Helicase is an enzyme that brings about unwinding of the double-stranded DNA molecule. Unwind பண்ணும்போது தான் ரெண்டு ஸ்ட்ராண்ட் பிரியும். ரெண்டு ஸ்ட்ராண்ட் பிரிஞ்சாதான் polymerase function பண்ணி புது ஸ்ட்ராண்ட உருவாக்க முடியும். Right? So அந்த Y shape இருக்கனால it is called as Y-shaped replication fork அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க அதுக்கு. So DNA polymerase 1, if you see, or DNA polymerase is depicted in yellow color holding the what is called as template strand. So leading strand, lagging strand அப்படினு சொல்வாங்க. leading strand அப்படினு சொல்றது correct directionல synthesize ஆகக்கூடிய strand 5 prime 3 prime, lagging strand 3 prime 5 prime ல இருந்து போகும். அதனால தான் அங்க bits வரும், ஒகாசாக்கி fragments அப்படினு நம்ம அதுக்கு சொல்றோம். அதை ஜாயின் பண்ணக்கூடிய enzyme is ligase. So as the strand proceeds, leading strand proceed ஆகும்போது என்ன ஆகும் அப்படினு சொன்னா புது நியூக்ளியோடைட் மாலிக்யூல ஆட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டே வரும். ப்ரூஃப் ரீட் பண்ணும், மேல போக போக கரெக்டா மேட்ச் பண்ணியிருக்கா அப்படின்னு ப்ரூஃப் ரீட் பண்ணிட்டு in case if the molecule is not complementary or it's not correctly matched, it will remove the nucleotide, add the correct match. That is why DNA polymerase enzyme, as I told you, it has two functions. One is DNA polymerization. Polymerization is synthesizing the strand. DNA degradation is what is called as nuclease activity or what is called as proofreading activity. So this picture very clearly depicts you the function of DNA polymerase. So when you see the picture, you need to remember you have a leading strand, you have a lagging strand. The enzyme helicase unwinds to produce a replication fork. DNA polymerase comes into function to synthesize complementary strand by keeping a template strand in 5 prime 3 prime direction. That is what you need to remember when you come across this picture. Okay, so what are clinopolymerase or clinofragments? So if I would go to the next slide, then come back to this slide. Okay. Now, I told you DNA polymerase 1. So regarding the structure of DNA polymerase 1, I told you the enzyme is made up of 2 different activity functioning. It has dual activity. One is polymerization, the other one is degradation. Okay. So polymerization comes in this blue region. DNA polymerase is in this blue region. And degradation, you have 2 different directions in which DNA is synthesized, 5 prime 3 prime and 3 prime 5 prime. So that region is marked in red. and yellow respectively. So 5 prime, 3 prime exonuclease, 3 prime, 5 prime exonuclease, and DNA polymerase. So that is the structure of DNA polymerase 1. In case if the 5 prime, 3 prime proofreading activity is removed, leaving only the polymerization function, it is called as clinopolymerase or clinofragment. Or protease and enzyme use panni first 343rd amino acid varaiku 5 prime 3 prime coat பண்ணிருப்போம். அதை மட்டும் எடுத்துட்டோம்னா the enzyme will be having polymerization function but no proofread பண்ண முடியாது. No proofreading function, and such enzyme is called as clinopolymerase அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. எதனால அது clinopolymerase எங்க யூஸ் பண்றோம் அப்படின்னா, நமக்கு இருக்கக்கூடிய டிஎன்ஏவை ரிமூவ் பண்ண தேவையில்லை. நமக்கு தேவை டிஎன்ஏ கேப் இருந்தா ஃபில் பண்ணணும், அது மட்டும் தான் நமக்கு தேவை. ஸோ அந்த கண்டிஷன்ல we will use what is called as clinopolymerase. So இதுக்கு மேல உங்களுக்கு ஒரு டயக்ராம் வரும். I will show this, you can very well understand. Okay, so if you see this, there is one side pink color small fragment, and you have clinofragment which is large one, 76,000. This is molecular weight of the fragment, 76 plus 34. In the 34 அப்படினு சொல்ற இடத்துல 324th amino acid break பண்ணும், 323rd amino acid எடுத்துட்டோம் அப்படினு சொன்னா the enzyme will not have exonuclease 5 prime 3 prime activity, and breakdown and removing is carried out with what is called as a protease enzyme, trypsin or subtilisin அப்படின்ற ஒரு enzyme வச்சு remove பண்ணுவாங்க. As such எத்தனை nucleotides இருக்கும் DNA polymerase 1 அப்படினு சொன்னா it has 928 nucleotides residue in it. So first 323rd portion remove பண்ணிட்டோம் அப்படினு சொன்னா the polymerase with only polymerization function but no degradation function, you call it as clinopolymerase. So now if I go to the previous slide, obviously you will understand. The polymerase and nuclease activity of DNA polymerase 1 are controlled by different part of the enzyme molecule. 3 portion are portrayed. So the polymerase and nuclease activity of DNA polymerase 1 are controlled by different parts of enzyme molecule. The nuclease activity, I mean the proofreading activity, is contained in the first 323rd amino acid of the polypeptide. So removal of this segment leaves a modified enzyme that retains the polymerase function but is unable to degrade the DNA molecule. So clinopolymerase are DNA polymerase 1 that has polymerization function and does not have degradation capacity or proofreading capacity. This modified enzyme called the clinofragment can still synthesize a complementary DNA strand or a single stranded template, but as it has no nuclease activity, it cannot continue the synthesis only when the nick is filled in. So nick fill ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா அதுக்கு மேல அதால proceed பண்ண முடியாது. Gap fill பண்றதுக்கு மட்டும் we'll use what is called as clinopolymerase. The major application of these enzymes, that is these polymerases, is seen in DNA sequencing, and of course we also use that in PCR. We use that in what is called as strain improvement using oligonucleotide directed mutagenesis. That is how we use these enzymes for. So I repeat, the polymerase and nuclease activities of DNA polymerase 1 are controlled by different parts of the enzyme molecule. The nuclease activity is contained in the first 323rd amino acid of the polypeptide. So removal of this segment leaves a modified enzyme that retains the polymerase function but is unable to degrade DNA. This modified enzyme called the clinofragment can still synthesize a complementary DNA strand on a single stranded template, but as it has no nuclease activity, it cannot continue the synthesis once the nick is filled in. The major application of these polymerases is in DNA sequencing. So of course in the box which is given below, clinopolymerase, DNA degradation capacity it has and no nuclease or proofreading activity. Now this picture will be exam clear for you. So on the 5 prime 3 prime exonuclease and the yellow color portion remove பண்ணிரும். And the balance portion மட்டும் வெச்சிருக்கோம் நம்ம. And the fragment தான் we call it as clinofragment. And the fragment க்கு என்ன function இருக்கும்னா polymerization function இருக்கும். It will not have degradation or proofreading activity. Look at this diagram. You will still more understand. So you have a template DNA which is in 3 prime 5 prime direction. So synthesize eppadi agona 5 prime 3 prime la agum. So oligonucleotide primer ஒரு பேசிக்கு காம்ப்ளிமெண்டரியா இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு 4-5 நியூக்ளியோடைட்ஸ் பிரைமர் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். இனிஷியேட்டர்னு சொல்லுவோம். இனிஷியேட் பண்ணி விடணும். So initiate பண்ணி விடும்போது when you add clinofragment, you have to add what is called as DNTPs அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. Deoxynucleotide triphosphate, DATP, DCTP, DGTP, DTTP ஆட் பண்ணுவோம். So இங்க நீங்க கீழ அந்த yellow color லைனுக்கு கீழ பாத்தீங்கன்னா strand synthesize ஆயிருக்கும். ஆனா degrade பண்ண முடியாம இருக்கும். So synthesize மட்டுமே ஆகும். It will not go with what is called as proofreading to remove the nucleotide, or it cannot function what is called, it cannot mismatch what is called as the nucleotide. அது கரெக்ட்டா அதுக்கு காம்ப்ளிமெண்டரி என்னென்ன நியூக்ளியோடைட் வருமோ அது மட்டும் போட்டுட்டே போற ஃபங்க்ஷன் மட்டும் தான், பாலிமரைசேஷன் ஃபங்க்ஷன் மட்டும் தான் கிளினோஃப்ராக்மெண்ட்ஸ்க்கோ இல்லனா கிளினோபாலிமரேஸ்க்கு இருக்கும். No proofreading activity it will have. The next group of enzymes we have is reverse transcriptase. Reverse transcriptase, an enzyme involved in replication of several kind of viruses, especially retroviruses like HIV virus has reverse transcriptase enzyme, and of course RNA virus, the COVID, it will have reverse transcriptase enzyme because it uses RNA molecule as its template molecule. So reverse transcription அப்படின்ற ஒரு phenomenon சொல்லுவோங்க. So reverse transcriptase opposite நடக்கிறது. So DNA ல இருந்து mRNA ஃபார்ம் ஆகும், mRNA ல இருந்து DNA ப்ரொடியூஸ் ஆச்சுன்னா reverse transcription. So reverse transcriptase is an enzyme involved in the replication of several kinds of viruses. Reverse transcriptase is unique in that it uses a template, not DNA but an RNA. So reverse transcriptase is unique in that it uses a template of RNA molecule. The ability of this enzyme to synthesize a DNA strand complementary to an RNA template is central to the technique called as complementary DNA cloning. Complementary DNA சொல்லுவாங்க. DNA ல இருந்து ஒரு DNA ப்ரொடியூஸ் ஆச்சுன்னா நேச்சுரலா DNA ன்னு மென்ஷன் பண்ணுவாங்க. RNA ல இருந்து DNA synthesize ஆகுதுன்னா you call it as complementary DNA. cDNA, small c capital DNA ன்னு மென்ஷன் பண்ணுவாங்க. So cDNA cloning க்கு யூஸ் ஆகும். இப்போ for example we have something called as RT-PCR, reverse transcription PCR for COVID-19. Again it is used. These enzymes are commonly preferred when you use to identify RNA viruses. So if you look at this picture, you will know you have a double-stranded DNA molecule. DNA ல இருந்து RNA வரணும். So mRNA ல இருந்து DNA form ஆச்சு அப்படின்னு சொன்னா it is called as reverse transcription. I repeat, reverse transcriptase is an enzyme involved in the replication of several kinds of virus. Reverse transcriptase is unique in that it uses a template, not DNA but RNA molecule. The ability of this enzyme to synthesize a DNA strand complementary to an RNA template is central to the technique called complementary DNA cloning. So if you look into this, you will have a greater detail of reverse transcription. This is what you call it a central dogma of molecular biology. DNA replicates, it is transcribed to mRNA, translated to protein. When there is reverse transcription, so that it is depicted in red color arrow. So reverse transcription takes place when an RNA is used, mRNA is used as a template, and you generate a DNA molecule. So that is the difference between transcription and reverse transcription. இந்த diagram இன்னுமே clear-ஆ இருக்கும் உங்களுக்கு. Okay. So DNA polymerase, DNA replication நடக்குது, DNA to DNA transcription, the DNA is converted to RNA, RNA polymerase இருக்கும், positive sense RNA இருக்கும், translation நடந்து RNA is converted to an protein. So இதுதான் natural phenomenon. But உல்டாவா போகும்போது நீங்க பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னா reverse transcription நடக்கும், where mRNA positive senseல இருந்து you convert it to what is called as DNA molecule, which is depicted on the left hand side of the picture. Okay, so RNA ல பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா ரெண்டு டைப் ஆஃப் RNA இருக்கும், பாசிட்டிவ் சென்ஸ் RNA, நெகட்டிவ் சென்ஸ் RNA அப்படின்னு இருக்கும். So அங்க you will have something called as RNA dependent RNA polymerase. நெகட்டிவ் ஸ்ட்ராண்ட்ல RNA ல இருந்து பாசிட்டிவ் ஸ்ட்ராண்டா மாத்தி then it will go to what is called as reverse transcription. That is how it goes. So அங்க you will use an enzyme called as RNA dependent RNA polymerase in RNA replication. So you have two phenomena of replication in organisms, in viruses especially. You have DNA replication, RNA replication. DNA replication enga nadakuna DNA viruses kala DNA replication nadakum. RNA replication enga nadakuna when the viruses have RNA as its genetic material. So this table very clearly depicts you the difference between transcription and reverse transcription. Again, an important 2-mark question of importance. So the left of the table regarding the particulars, what happens with transcription and what happens in reverse transcription. So transcription occurs in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Reverse transcription is reported in some viruses that are RNA viruses. The molecule synthesized, if you see, from RNA, the RNA is synthesized from DNA. That is what it means. So DNA is transcribed to RNA is what is the meaning. So RNA from DNA. If you see in reverse transcription, a DNA is synthesized from mRNA. mRNA is used as template and you synthesize in DNA molecule. The enzyme involved, if you see, is transcriptase in the transcription process and reverse transcriptase in reverse transcription process. The template used for transcription is DNA. The template used in reverse transcription is an RNA molecule. That is the difference between the process of transcription and reverse transcription. Reverse transcription is exclusively for some type of RNA virus, not some type. It is reported in RNA virus. The entire set of what we studied previous is this slide. About the polymerases. So the basic reaction you have in template. The first A diagram, if you see the basic reaction, on the left hand side you have 3', 5'. You are attaching primer that is synthesized in 5', 3'. So as you go with the polymerization reaction, the new lead strand is synthesized in 5', 3' direction. That is the basic reaction of polymerization. So in case if it is DNA polymerase 1, it will fill the nick. On the diagram left hand side pathina or nick irukku or gap irukku, it will fill the nick as well as it will also have what is called as proofreading activity. As it proceeds, the GC80 proceed பண்ணும்போது அது கரெக்ட் மேட்சா இருக்கான்னு proofread பண்ணும். அங்க ஏதாவது மிஸ்டேக் இருந்ததுனா ரிமூவ் பண்ணிட்டு கரெக்ட் மேட்சை ரீப்ளேஸ் பண்ணும். That is why we tell DNA polymerase is an enzyme that has dual function அப்படினு சொல்றோம் இல்லையா. DNA polymerization and of course DNA degradation. On the other hand, if you see the clinofragment, adhe diagram da varudhu thirupi keela on the left hand side, there is a nick filled. Only the nick is filled. On the right hand side, if you see, only the nick is filled and nothing else goes around. There is no nuclease activity. Adanal the color differentiation ungalku potrukanga pink and blue. And reverse transcription keela inno D diagram pathinga appadina anga keela neenga mention pannirukanga RNA template. It is not a DNA template. So DNA is generated using RNA as an template. அதனால தான் அங்க t க்கு பதிலா u னு மென்ஷன் பண்ணிருப்பாங்க. Okay, so u னு இருக்கும் இங்க. So instead of thymine uracil will be present, of course. So that is a reason you call it as reverse transcription, because you use RNA as a template molecule. So this is the gist diagram of the polymerases we discussed earlier. So DNA polymerase 1, dual activity, polymerization, degradation, clinofragment, only polymerization, reverse transcription or reverse transcriptase uses RNA as a template molecule to synthesize a complementary DNA molecule. The next group of enzymes that you will be studying is DNA modifying enzymes. There are numerous enzymes that modify DNA molecules by addition or removal of specific chemical groups. The most important one are as follows. The alkaline phosphatase. Alkaline phosphatase is an enzyme obtained from Escherichia coli of calf intestinal tissue. So source of alkaline phosphatase pathona, it is obtained or isolated from Escherichia coli or from calf intestinal tissue. The function of these enzymes, if you see, it will remove the phosphate group present in the 5' terminus of the DNA molecule. I believe you know DNA molecule is anti-parallel to each other. 3', 5', 5', 3'. 5' phosphate அப்படினு சொல்லுவோம், 3' OH அப்படினு சொல்லுவோம். So 5' phosphate la irukkoodiya phosphate group remove panni vitrom alkaline phosphatase. I repeat, alkaline phosphatase is an enzyme obtained from E. coli or calf intestinal tissue. It removes the phosphate group present at the 5' terminus of a DNA molecule. The next enzyme we have is polynucleotide kinase. The enzyme is obtained from Escherichia coli infected with T4 phage, T4 bacteriophage, and it has a reverse effect of alkaline phosphatase. Alkaline phosphatase 5' phosphate and the phosphate group remove pannum. Ana polynucleotide kinase alkaline group la adha alkaline pannakodiyadukku opposite reaction pannum. It will add phosphate group to 5' termini. I repeat, polynucleotide kinase is obtained from E. coli infected with T4 phage, which has the reverse effect to alkaline phosphatase, adding phosphate groups onto free 5' termini. One more enzyme you have is terminal deoxynucleotidyl transferase. The enzyme is obtained from calf thymus tissue and it adds one or more deoxyribonucleotides onto the 3' terminus of the DNA molecule. 3' end la irukkoodiya DNA molecule enna pannona nucleotide coating in the enzyme kuda, for example AO, TO illa GO, CO edavadhu coating appadina 3' end la polymer tail mari uruvaaki varum or add பண்ணிட்டே வரும் 3' endல nucleotide. That is why it is called as terminal deoxynucleotidyl, DNTP ன்னு சொல்றோம் இல்லையா, transferase அப்படின்னு அதுக்கு பேரு. So I repeat this slide. There are numerous enzymes that modify DNA molecules by adding or removal of specific chemical groups. The most important are as follows: alkaline phosphatase, obtained from E. coli or calf intestinal tissue, removes the phosphate group present at the 5' terminus of a DNA molecule. Polynucleotide kinase, obtained from E. coli infected with T4 phage, which has the reverse effect to alkaline phosphatase, adding phosphate group onto free 5' termini. And terminal deoxynucleotidyl transferase is obtained from calf thymus tissue, which adds one or more deoxyribonucleotides onto the 3' terminus of a DNA molecule. In the diagram you will understand very clearly. The first one, A picture, depicts the function of alkaline phosphatase. On the left hand side, if you see, you have two strands, one running with 5' phosphate to 3' OH, the other strand 3' OH to 5' phosphate. In the PO3 2- அப்படின்ற இடத்துல இருந்து phosphate remove பண்ணிட்டு OH convert பண்ணிடும் alkaline phosphatase. So alkaline phosphatase oda function removes the phosphate group from 5' terminus. அதுதான் இங்க right hand side la arrow முடிஞ்ச பிறகு it is depicted in red in color, red or pink. It is not blue exactly, so it is red or pink in color. Whatever you can see on your slide, you can obtain, or you can see it, visualize it. On the next enzyme, if you see, is polynucleotide kinase. It has a reverse effect of alkaline phosphatase. Phosphate group திருப்பி add பண்ணிடும் in 5' termini. So left hand side பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா 3' OH, 5' OH, 5' OH, 3' OH ன்னு இருக்கு. Right hand side arrow வந்த பிறகு பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா the previous இருந்த மாதிரி OH phosphate convert பண்ணி விட்டுரும். 5' phosphate அப்படின்றத convert பண்ணி விட்டுரும் is the function of polynucleotide kinase, which is depicted again in pink or red in color. The next enzyme we have is terminal deoxynucleotidyl transferase. It will add nucleotides to what is called as 3' end. So strand போயிருக்கு right hand side la 5' 3' அப்படினு. The normal strand, if you see, is depicted in blue in color. The nucleotide in addition is depicted a bit of yellow with a slash or cross மாதிரி போட்டிருக்காங்க. So terminal deoxynucleotidyl transferase add பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகும் அப்படினா 3' end la and the nucleotides add பண்ணிட்டே வரும். That is what is the second picture on the right hand side. So 3', you have 3 nucleotides in yellow color attached. So this enzyme adds what is called as nucleotides, one or more nucleotides to the 3' termini. So this is the depiction of diagrams of the previous slide.